Hey, how's it going? This is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. I wanted to appreciate you for taking time out of your day to talk to one of my team members there on the phone about getting this video out to you. So let's go ahead and get started here. What I always like to look at here is, of course, I have your website pulled up. Now, one thing I like to look at kind of right off the bat here is a Google search page. So in your case, you're in Bellevue, Nebraska here. This is going to be a kind of a metro or suburban area of Omaha. So I pulled up two different ones, but this is going to be the same for each. So what I've typed up into here is what we would consider a buyer intent keyword. So somebody within your area that is looking for roofing services, which is what you guys provide. So we want somebody to be able to find you in a Google search if they don't know who they want to go for already or don't know your name, right? So this is where we want to be able to be, especially on this first page of Google. So again, people can find you and then again choose you to do the service for them. So there's going to be a few ways that you can get on this first page so that you can be seen. As we know, the first page is going to be the best, being 75 to 80% of the people are going to stick on this page alone. Now, with that being said, the first thing we're always going to see here is these ads, right? So you can do it through ads. I would say, over the long run, when it comes to ROI, these aren't going to be the greatest to do. But if you were looking for customers right here, right now, this is definitely a great option for you. So typically, too, you're going to want to do these Google guaranteed ads, which is going to be through your Google business profile. So that being said, these do typically convert about 30 to 40% of the time. So not a bad option again. Now, the better options, and they do take a little bit longer to obviously get on this first page, but that's going to be through this map pack and then these actual organic listings as well. So these are both organic options. So these you can't, I mean, obviously you're going to pay for them in the long run, but you aren't specifically paying Google to be right up here up front. So that being said, this map pack is going to be huge. You'll get 30 to sometimes even 50% of your entire traffic online coming from here alone. With you being in the Bellevue, you might not, but we might be able to get you to rank within Omaha. You just have to put a lot of time and effort into it. But with that being said, the first thing you'd want to do is actually be able to rank for this Bellevue area, as we can see here. It's going to be a little bit harder to rank for Omaha since there's going to be more competition right up in through there. But again, uh, need to have a Google business profile created, optimized, filled out 100%, so on and so forth to be able to get it to rank within here. Now, we can obviously tell why this is going to be huge because it's closer to the top of the page. You want to be within these top three so that nobody has to hit this more businesses button to find you, right? And if somebody sees something they like within here, they'll never hit this button, nor will they scroll down into the actual listings themselves. Okay. Now, with that being said, also in where you would want to be too to maximize is actually be within these organic listings too. So if you're especially within this top 3 to top 5 is going to be the best. So if you're within here, the map pack, and within the organic listings, I mean, if somebody scrolls through and sees that, I mean, you're obviously going to be top priority in their eyes. So, well, let's kind of look at how can we get here, right? So in this case, Mayha Roofing and Contractors is going to be the top when it actually comes to the organic listings. So this is going to have to do more with their website. So I went ahead and I pulled them up as what we consider quote unquote top competition for right in Bellevue. Okay. Now I went ahead and I did one for Omaha as well. And Pyramid Roofing is going to be the top competitor here. So I pulled up both. We'll go ahead and take a look at your website real quick. Right off the bat, I did notice it looks like we just have the one page. I haven't done too much deep diving into here yet. Let's see here. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be one page. Yeah, all one page. So not a whole lot of content on the website, as we can tell. You already know that, of course. So the website, I would definitely say you're going to need some optimization. Overall, it looks great. If you just want it for like a postcard or like an online business card, is practically what it looks like to me. And obviously, somebody can fill this little questionnaire out and get a hold of you that way too. But this is going to be really hard to actually rank for anything when it comes to Google. with a website of this caliber. So obviously it looks great to me. It's not glitchy. It runs fine. Things of that nature. What it's going to come down to is the actual content within it. So sections like this that I can highlight, because when Google comes through here and looks at your website, they aren't looking at it with eyes like you and I do. They're actually going to be using a robot to read everything, and that's where they figure out what you do, where you do it at, and basically how they were going to get you into their system. Okay. Well, um, typically on just a homepage alone of a website, you're going to want 1,500 to 2,000 words of content just on this first page. And even with the one page that you have, quote unquote, the entire website, we're lacking in just what a typical website would have on their homepage. Okay. Now, what this allows you to do is it allows you to place keywords within your website. Typically, every 150 to 200 words of content on a website, you should have a buyer intent keyword, which is these keywords I'm talking about when somebody searches for, a service and a location on Google, right? There's a bunch of different variations that somebody can type in to find a roofer in Omaha, Nebraska. We want to be able to make sure that they can find us no matter how they look for us, okay? And that's what a keyword is. Now, what I did next is I took your website and I threw it into this paid program I use called Ahrefs. Okay. So as you can see, it gives me this dashboard of numbers that we're looking at here. And this allows me to do a quick little, deep dive into your website for overall kind of health and performance. And then we can do quick comparisons with some of the other websites of the top competitors too. So these first two are going to be power and trust ratings from Google, this DR rating and this UR rating. Now, these are ratings out of 100. The DR is going to be for the entire website. UR is for typically just the homepage alone. So we can see they're both practically zero at this point, right? So we haven't built up much trust or power with Google, and you build that trust and power with these backlinks that come from these referring domains, okay? So you haven't built out many of these yet either. Now, the main thing that's concerning me here is this keyword thing that I was talking about, right? So you don't have much content on your website, so that doesn't allow you to have any keywords within there. And it looks like they just weren't put in the content whatsoever in the first place. So research has to be done to figure out what people are searching for in your area to find roofing companies and other, types of work that you guys do within the area that you do it in. And then you can input these phrases within your keywords so that Google recognizes this and then will, again, allow you to be able to rank within their search engine for these items. But then once you actually have it within your website, this is where building that power and trust with these ratings comes into effect. So the more power and trust you have, the higher you'll be able to rank within their search engine, right? So it's a give and take. You got to do something first before you can do the other, okay? So definitely the website's going to need some help when it comes to content wise. It's probably something you could just build onto of your current website. And that's what I would do. You can even start implementing blogs and things of that nature, as content is a big key too when it comes to actually ranking within Google as well. And then, of course, building these backlinks to make sure that you're building that power and trust within Google too, right? Now, this first one in Bellevue, Mayha Roofing, this is them into that same program, so we can see their dashboard and numbers, right? Their power and trust ratings are actually pretty decent. Um, Normally, once you get into the 30s and 40s, you're in a high percentile of all websites across the web. You can see the amount of backlinks from these referring domains that they've done. They do have just about 130 keywords, but they're only bringing in about 10 people traffic wise per month. So they're not doing that great traffic wise with everything else that they're doing here. So what they probably need to figure out is getting able to rank for these keywords that actually have a lot more volume. Okay, so that's going to be their problem. Now, Pyramid Roofing, the top competitor in Omaha, right? So we can see their power and trust ratings aren't much better than the actual top competitor in Bellevue at all. They've built out a lot more backlinks and referring domains, which kind of comes into the effect of you don't just want to build these quantity wise, but also quality wise. You want to make sure that they come from a good source in the first place. They have quite a few keywords. I'm sure they're starting to implement a blog within their website, and we can see their organic traffic, right? Just over 1,000 people coming into their website every month. They also have an ad campaign going on right now too. So altogether, they're bringing in close to 5,000 traffic a month to their website, right? So somebody over there is doing it correctly. Now, this is something that you would be able to do as well. So this is kind of what you can see as, maybe you don't even want to be able to dominate as hard as this. I don't know, right? This would come with the effect of talking to you a little bit and learn more about you guys in the business that you run and own. But with that being said, you can see the possibilities of the online marketing thing here going on, and just the possibilities of 100 or 1,000 plus people coming into the website every month. The amount of jobs and leads that would bring you, I would think would be very nice. It would give you the possibilities to grow and even pick and choose certain types of jobs if need be. But with all that being said, I'm running this video long, so I apologize for that. I just wanted to say thank you one more time. I hope some of this information in this video is going to help you out one way or another. If you have any questions or concerns, if you need me to elaborate on anything I talked about in the video, go ahead and shoot me an email or a call back. Even a text works fine. And then, yeah, I appreciate you letting us send this video out to you, and have a good rest of your day.